Gary Sinise is bringing a special benefit concert to Milwaukee this weekend. Graceful Warrior is making its world premiere tonight, featuring music written by Sinise's late son, Mac, and the award-winning actor will be in town to narrate. Michael Unger is the artistic director of the Skylight Music Theatre. This is what the benefit concert actually benefits. You actually helped write and direct. You're directing this show tonight.
I did. I got to say, after assisting Gary in LA on movies, on Broadway, it's such an honor to be working with him as a co-writer, co-director, co-producer of this project, which is obviously driven by his beautiful honoring of his son's work, which is magnificent and broad and incredible.
I want to get into the work that we're going to see tonight at Skylight Theatre, but I guess the question is, how different is this from what we know about Gary Sinise and the life that he's lived so publicly over so many decades?
Well, first of all, great humanitarian, phenomenal performer, but done so much for our service members, men and women, first responders, military families. His son passed away of this very rare spinal cancer 2.5 years ago, a 1 in a million chance of getting this disease, and you don't want that. You don't want those odds, and they happened to Gary and Moira and his family. But his son was a composer and was studying film at USC, film composing at USC, and he left behind this unbelievable body of work and all different kinds of music, from classical to epically patriotic to like film score to jazz, esoteric, like you can't, every single genre possible Mac composed for and composed beautifully. And just before Mac passed, he produced himself an album called Resurrection and Revival of some songs he'd written in college that he got together with a friend, or Oliver Schnee, who helped orchestrate. And after he passed, Gary found 2 more albums worth of material on Mac's hard drives and voice memos on his iPhone and just wherever he could, Dropbox and stuff. And Gary produced 2 more albums of Mac's music, and some of it were just sketches that like he was humming into the phone, and Gary brought some people in from the Lieutenant Dan band to sort of flesh those out and make those full pieces. So.
Yeah, and we're looking at some photos here, I believe a rehearsal from just last night there at the Skylight Music Theatre. I mean, this is going to be a massive production on stage there. I mean, talk about what we're actually going to see.
Yeah, we put this whole thing together in really 2 days, 2 to 3 days, although Gary and I have been working on it for a long time, obviously. We have a 35-piece orchestra in the beautiful Cabot Theatre, plus 8 members of the Milwaukee Jazz Orchestra, plus 8 Skylight singers, some of our favorite singers of many, and 6 members of Lieutenant Dan band, plus Gary narrating, and lots of video. You see videos of Mac singing and talking about his work, and it's very special. It's going to be very moving, very, I'm not going to make it through the night without many a tear.
I was reading about this production a little bit this morning, and Gary talks about it being a way to really connect with his son, his late son's passion and all of his composing. It's a really personal project, obviously making its world premiere, but it is a preview of what we're going to see later this year from Gary with the Graceful Warrior.
Correct. Well, there's a book coming out called Graceful Warrior about his journey through Mac's disease, and also his wife had suffered some illnesses as well. That comes out on what would have been Mac's birthday, 36th birthday, November 11th. So this is a concert that sort of accompanies the book, and our hope is that Gary can take this to other theaters. There are other theaters doing Mac's music, but not to this extent. This is the first time that you hear 17 of Mac's songs in one place with this kind of orchestra, this kind of video, and Gary narrating. So we certainly hope to take it to more places, and Gary is honoring obviously his son's legacy with this beautiful initiative, this beautiful effort, as hard as it must be to do, I can't imagine a better way to honor that young man's memory. So many songs left uncomposed by that man, lost to us way too soon.
Yeah, making that world premiere right here tonight at the Skylight Music Theatre. Thanks so much for being here and the work that you've done to put it on stage and bring it to our audiences. Graceful Warrior takes place tonight and tomorrow at the Skylight Music Theatre on North Broadway in Milwaukee.